Hi guys, we are on the devcom and we got some very interesting games. I'm joined by someone who's better introducing himself.
My name is David from Pentakill Studios and I am the creative director of the Occultist.
The Occultist? I mean, the name itself might give a hint what the game is about. Which genre is it located in and what was the idea behind the game?
The mainly genre is narrative, but also dark and horror games maybe are the subgenres of the game. Narrative, dark, horror game.
And what was the idea behind it?
Well, more than 2 years ago I met a guy who
Happens.
is live on Twitch. 2 years ago, more or less, I met a guy who is able to talk and to interact with deaf people. He's in front of you, like you and I, and he starts to say, I'm seeing an old woman behind you with a short hair, blonde, her name is whatever, and you start to realize that is someone from your family, and he started to give specific data from the people, and that was the initial hint to start the idea. This guy goes with a pendulum that he uses to focus on the things that happens, and yeah, that was the very beginning. A guy with a pendulum that can talk with deaf people. So we make a change in the pendulum. For us, this pendulum has mechanics, 5 mechanics, and that the player must use to interact with the environment.
And how does it play out? I mean, we can see the game in the background.
Yes.
I'm not sure if we got the pendulum. What elements are in this game?
Yeah, the mainly, for example, now you go all the game. You are with the pendulum, and for example, you can look through the glass of the pendulum to see things from the past. At the same thing for discover clues, resolve puzzles, interact with the environment. Also, we have like boss fights, but you can fight. You don't have fighting mechanics. We have focused more on stealth, narrative, and the 5 mechanics of the pendulum. For us, they are the unique selling points of the game.
So you said you got boss fights, but you aren't able to fight back. How do you play, or how do you win these fights? Is it just to do your task and sneak away, or how do you win?
Yeah, I can say a few things, but use your pendulum to change the environment to try to avoid the enemies or the bosses. Not to fight directly, but use the pendulum to change the things from the environment.
And is there a specific story? Let's say you need to channel some specific guy, or what is the story about?
Yeah, what I can say is that the main character is called Alan, and his father has suddenly disappeared, but in the past he always talked to him about an island, a fictional island in the north of Great Britain, and now he thinks that he could be there. So the game starts with Alan going into the island, and what he doesn't know is that this island was inhabited until 1950s by a cult, and for some reasons this island was cursed, and the main objective or goals of the game is first to know if your father is on the island, and then to discover what happened in the island. We have a big, I think it's a big script behind, and we can say that we are now also working on the film of adapting the video game's script into a film, and hopefully, if everything goes well, the pre-production will start on 2025.
With the game or with the movie?
With the movie. The game is whole written, and if everything goes well, the game will be released on March of 2025.
So you first can play the game, and after that you can take a seat back and enjoy the story and don't need to play anything.
Well, between the film and the game, we are trying to conserve the mainly things of the game, the pendulum, obviously, the location, and the story. But yeah, we don't want it to be exactly the same product. And this is not our task. We are working with a film production company, with a scripter, a different scripter. And the only thing we have asked them is to be in the narrative or scripting tasks. The rest is not our business. But in terms of story, yeah, we want to be behind. We want it to be loyal to the game.
Yeah, you made the game, so it's clearly obvious that you need to be part of it in the creation process. Speaking of creation process, from the first idea, and you said it's coming out at the start of 2025. From the start to 2025, how long did it took to make the game?
Well, we started the studio in May 2021. We've been working in other games, VR, AR, advert gaming, and these projects has allowed us to reach the initial funding to start the studio. And at the very beginning, we were just 3 people. We are 9 at full time, but also the team has been growing very progressively and until the people we are now, and we still need more people to complete the team we need.
All right, then thanks for your time and good luck with your project.
Thanks to you.